Hi, socially anxious? Me too. Let's talk about it. Social anxiety is real. I experience it and I've recently had a breakthrough with it and I want to share that with you. Hi, I'm Maggie. I make videos about living a joyful and meaningful life. If you're new here, welcome. Let's dive in. A lot of you may have heard fear as false evidence appearing real, but recently I heard someone say fear can either be everything and run or face everything and rise. And I love that. I love that because I'm in a time of my life where I really want to rise up. I really want to grow, evolve, expand. And I've come up against a fear fence. Now, the fear fence I've come up against is social anxiety. I don't love meeting new people. I love people once I've met them, but I don't love meeting new people. And it really came to the forefront this week because I did a 2-day boot camp with my new coach, Melinda. She's my business coach. And there's 25 women on the call. And then an hour in, Melinda's like, okay, everyone, I'm going to put you in breakout rooms of 3 and 4 people. And I'm like, I hate breakout rooms. Okay, here we go. So, and I'm thinking, why don't I love these breakout rooms? And of course, it's because I'm about to meet several new people all at once. I just don't love that. And of course, every breakout room I was in was lovely. The people were gorgeous and we're Facebook friends now and I connected with them and it was lovely. But there's always this period of fear. And I think you know what I'm talking about, the social anxiety. And I'm not talking about social anxiety disorder. That's a separate thing. That's like something you get diagnosed with. But this is just anxiety from social situations. You've probably been at restaurants or parties and you've seen people, mingling. And then there's some people who are just standing there on their phones. Maybe the person they came with has gone to the toilet or to get a drink or something. And instead of just looking around the room or whatever, being in themselves, they whip out the phone and text or pretend to text. And I'm guilty of it too. You go to restaurants and there's a couple and then one person leaves and the other one gets their phone out straight away. It's like a crutch kind of thing. So you may think it's crazy for me to have social anxiety because here I am talking to the camera, talking to you, like thousands of people out there, and I'm an actor and I run a business. So of course I've got to be around people. How could I feel socially anxious? And I do put myself out there and do brave things. Like when I was 19, I wanted to go to America on exchange. I did a 12-month study abroad program. I just got on the plane and went, not giving myself time to think about, oh, wow, this is really scary. I don't know anyone. And, if there's a concert I want to go to, if no one else wants to go, I'm still going to go. Can I just say that I've seen Kylie Minogue twice on my own, Rihanna once, Destiny's Child once, and Pink, and Bruce Springsteen. I went to his concert on my own as well, and I'm fine like going there, and then once I'm there, it's like awkwardness. My point is, you would not look at me and think, oh, she's afraid. So I want to get to the bottom of this because I'm in a period of life where I need to get better at talking to strangers. So I was breaking this down with my mentor, and I just had this big realization that I wanted to share with you. When you don't know who you are and you look outside of yourself for external validation, that can feel very unsafe because you don't know what you're going to get. So you can go into a room and you're looking to see, do they think I'm attractive? Do they think I'm smart? Do they think I'm intelligent? Do they think I'm worth talking to? You're placing all of this power outside of yourself because you don't know who you are. I'm talking to myself. I have moments of knowing who I am, but in social situations when I don't know people, this is where I revert. Sometimes I forget who I am, who I know myself to be, and I start looking for evidence. Do they think I'm worth talking to? Do they think I'm pretty enough? Do they think? Oh my gosh, it causes so much suffering. So going into a social situation, remembering your alignment and who am I? Who do I know myself to be? That is the cure for the anxiety because you're not waiting for other people to project onto you to confirm your worst fears or what you know to be true. It actually doesn't matter what comes at you because you know who you are. And that is why self-discovery, learning about ourselves, doing the work, being curious about what's going on the inside is so, so important. So a few months ago, I had a viral video that's had over 5 million views. And from that video, I got a lot of interview offers, which I just didn't even respond to. I just ghosted them because I was scared because, of course, a new person. Like, how am I going to go in this situation? Like, it's unsafe. So I always tell people to get out of their comfort zone, and I realized I wasn't doing that. So I contacted everyone and said, if you still want to do that interview, I'm up for it. And I just put myself, continually exposing myself to situations that I did not want to do, that I would find uncomfortable. And you know what? I found such wonderful connection with every single person that interviewed me. Every single person I had a connection with, I had a wonderful time with, and it was lovely. And I would have missed out on that connection if I had have given in to my fears. I am going to do a separate video about that. That is coming. But ultimately, the outcome of that video was, wow, I would have missed out on all these connections because of fear. And I am going into a season where I am going to be putting myself out there, meeting new people, expanding, rising, growing. And as you play a bigger game, you have to kind of demolish your foundations and build new self-esteem pillars, new foundations. So I'm in this process of rebuilding. And this is why I say it's another turn of the spiral. It's not that I never knew who I was. It's just now I'm in a bigger game. My foundations have to be knocked down and re-stumped, if that makes sense. So going into a room, meeting new people, instead of worrying about, do they like me? What do they think of me? Be curious. Who are they? What makes them tick? Is there a connection there? And if there's not, it doesn't mean anything about you, and it doesn't mean anything about me. Yeah. I feel like social anxiety is kind of the cousin or the sister to people pleasing. They certainly go together, and people pleasing really is, this is going to be unpopular, but it is really manipulation, trying to manipulate people to like you. And I really feel like the social anxiety is kind of stemmed out of the same thing. It's really just self-absorption. It's being absorbed with the self. Like everything is about you. You're the center of the universe. And I think once we put our attention on other people and start being really real and authentic, all of that is going to melt away. And as I said, it's a journey. It's a sliding scale. We just keep going around the spiral, and we get better and better and better, and then we get into a bigger situation or a new situation, and then we get tested again on that very same thing. And now that I've done this video, no doubt I will be tested again in the next week or so with a social situation. The universe will be like, really? Do you really know who you are? Are you really not going to buckle under the pressure of social situation? I'll let you know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Do join me over on Instagram. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, do leave a comment. I'd love to interact with you. And YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy this video next. Hi. No, you're right. I'm nearly finished. No, that's all right. Hi. Oh, hey there. Social anxiety is real,